what positives can we take from the pandemic?
I cannot think of one positive thing from the pandemic. I'm tired of being alone. I'm tired of everything. I'm tired of being scared of people. I'm tired of people being scared of me.
I just think it shows that as people, that brings us together, and people are now more than ever willing to help others. Like step up, and whether it's restaurants, bars, or any small businesses, people are stepping up and helping people.
We have discovered collectively and individually what is more important for us, because we have been forced to reduce our activities. So focus on a few things that we enjoy, and we all have in our hearts now the desire to go out and do something, and I think that's a positive if we can find one.
If any positives, personally, I found that there's been more of an emphasis put on reliability, self-sustainability, planning. I don't think by any means it's turned people into, prepper level hoarders or anything like that, but I think a lot of people have now realized that we are very fragile as a society. It only takes one thing to really happen for our day-to-day to be disrupted to the point of, I don't know where my next paycheck's going to come from for a lot of people. They lost that security. So I think a lot of people might put more emphasis on savings. They might plan ahead and have food should there be a supply chain breakdown. Things like relying on commercial gyms. I know that more people are working out from home. They're finding other ways to do it. They're becoming less reliant on big institutions and big organizations to solve all their problems. And in a way, I think a lot of us have come together more as a community, and you're more closer with your neighbors. You can help each other out when you're not just waiting on the big government to come and save you.
Well, I think that people can actually be nice, and we enjoy outside, and also like work-wise too. Maybe we now find a better way. Maybe work from home to better utilize our time as well.
But I think the positive thing is that as a family, we became stronger, just trying to deal mentally with everything.
I think obviously, not taking advantage of the little things that we were able to do before, like, going to hang out with friends on a patio, or, hanging out with, having Christmas parties, or, get-togethers and things like that. I think, traveling, all that sort of thing. So I think just being able to have everyday life, things that we used to take advantage of, and now I think, become that much more special now.
I think making sure we're prepared, and the fact is I don't think this is our first one or our last one, right? So there's more that's going to come, and just making sure that we're ready for the next one.
Well, I think so. I think we've learned to adapt, people working from home. I think it shows the resilience of us as a population and in the world. I think we need to just focus on some of the things that we've done well and not worry about some of the differences.
What positives can we take away? Realizing how important community is. I would say that. And then that connection between people is so important, and that it's important for us to thrive, I would say.
I think a lot of, one thing that I've seen from people is people coming together and trying to help each other. That is something that I've seen. And also, I think Saskatchewan has been great at following all the rules laid out by our health authorities. So that is something that I really like.
I think we all learned a lesson about being more steadfast when it comes to identifying things early and helping one another,
We've learned to make do of what we have, rather than minimizing, rather than, being so materialistic and everything else, and learn to be considerate of other people, responsible, and care for other people. Absolutely, yeah.
There are the skeptics out there, but there always will be in everything. But I think the majority of the people, we all came together and we're doing our part. So I think that's a positive.
Hopefully people connected with family more. I know I did. I live close to my parents, and I checked in on them a lot more than I normally would have. So, that type of thing. But I think it was overall difficult for people who were used to being more social. So,
well, we've definitely seen a movement towards working from home, employers are starting to realize that, you don't have to have people inside an office 8 hours a day. People are happy to work from home and they're almost more productive.
mRNA research, I would think, just vaccine research. I've been seeing a lot of good stuff coming out of that. It's hard to look at the positives, I think, in this situation, but that would be one of the main things. Haven't been sick in 2 years, so I think that's a good thing as well. I think a lot of people will be more cautious and cognizant of the germs and washing their hands and everything. So if we're to take away hopefuls, it's that. And maybe hopefully be more prepared when this maybe happens again in the future.
That in times of need, if you really do need help, there's always someone there to listen. You just got to reach out for help.
I think unity. People getting together, people supporting each other and being there for one another. So definitely the supports you see it more.
I think we've spent more time on our relationships. I definitely think, I've luckily had the time to spend at home with my family a little bit more. I've been working from home, and so kind of shifting priorities a little bit.